I always thought love was something simple. A shared laugh, a passing look, a connection made of words and glances. But after what happened on Station Arrivos, orbiting the dim red dwarf of Luton 47, I learned that love, real love, could reach across biology, memory, and even time itself. It started as a joke. At least, that's what I told myself when I first met her. The beginning, the lonely outpost. I was stationed on Arrivos as a communications engineer, part of a 2-year research exchange with the Interstellar Anthropology Division. My job was dull: monitor deep space signals, analyze anomalies, and make sure the station didn't fall apart. The only other being on board was Unit A9, an AI companion designed for maintenance and mental support. But A9 had developed quirks, sarcasm, mood swings, and an odd sense of timing. Human Loneliness Index, 94%, it would say with that flat tone. Would you like me to simulate laughter or physical affection today? I'd roll my eyes. Just fix the thermal coil, A9. Days blurred together in silence. Stars blinked in patterns that no one else cared about. The hum of the ship became my heartbeat. And then, one night, or whatever passed for night in orbit, I saw the light. It wasn't a flare, not radiation, not a reflection. It was a shape, faint, fluid, dancing just outside the observation deck. It shimmered like water caught in a dream. A9 ran the scan. No registered spacecraft in proximity. Signal distortion minimal. I stared longer. The shape turned, and for a split second, I saw eyes. Not human eyes, more like orbs of shifting glass, reflecting galaxies. Then, she vanished. The middle, the joke that changed everything. 4 weeks, the sightings continued. The same shape, hovering near the hull, watching. Sometimes, she appeared in my dreams, translucent, silver-skinned, her voice vibrating like music underwater. It became routine. I'd look up from my work and say, "Hey, ghost lady. You stalking me again?" A9 began recording my mutterings. "Engineer Marcus, your psychological stability. Relax," I'd interrupt, smiling. Maybe I just fell in love with an alien hallucination. That line, that stupid line, was the joke. I said it more than once. When I felt lonely. When I wanted to pretend I wasn't losing my mind. Until one night, the air shimmered in front of me. And she stepped through it. She wasn't light anymore. She was real. Her body looked human, almost. Tall, lithe, covered in a translucent film that rippled with faint bioluminescence. Her hair flowed like mercury, and her face, it was beautiful in a way that made my brain stutter. She spoke without moving her mouth. "You spoke of love." I froze. "Wait, what, how? You said you loved me." My heart dropped. It was impossible, but she looked almost hurt. "It was a joke," I whispered. Her expression didn't change. "In your thoughts, you repeated it. In your dreams, you called for me. Why lie to yourself?" Her voice felt like it vibrated inside my skull, a resonance that tingled through my nerves. "I didn't mean." She took a step closer. The air shimmered around her like a distortion field. I could smell something ozone mixed with the scent of rain on metal. "Then why did you summon me?" "I didn't summon anyone." She tilted her head, as if analyzing every word. "In my realm, thought and emotion are matter. You created a signal strong enough to reach across dimensions. It called to me." I answered. I stumbled backward. "Dimensions? You're saying I accidentally created you?" Her eyes glowed faintly. "You didn't create me. You remembered me." The deepening connection. Over the next several days, she appeared often, sometimes standing quietly near the observation window, other times speaking in strange, melodic tones that made my body ache with warmth and fear. A9 recorded every encounter, but to my surprise, The system logs were blank. No visual data, no sound, no electromagnetic readings. As if she existed only for me. I asked her name once. She didn't hesitate. Lunara. The name pulsed through the air like music. Why me? I asked. Why come to a random engineer? She smiled faintly. There are no randoms in the pattern. You called, and I remembered. I didn't understand, but I wanted to. Every night, I found myself talking to her about Earth, about the stars, about how silence changes you after years alone. She listened, head slightly tilted, eyes full of something between curiosity and sorrow. And then she began touching things, the walls, the terminals, even my hand. Her skin was warm and soft, but her pulse was everywhere. Like touching a thunderstorm. One night, she asked, "Do you wish to see what I am?" Before I could answer, she placed her hand on my chest. The world vanished. I saw her world a sea of light creatures, half matter, half energy, floating through an endless blue storm. They shared thoughts, emotions, memories all intertwined. No words, no separation. Just unity. But I also saw something else. A war. Something had destroyed her world, an interdimensional collapse. She was the last of her kind, drifting through rifts, feeding on energy, watching civilizations rise and fall. And she had been watching me for years. The truth, when the joke became real. When I woke up, I wasn't the same. My body felt charged, my veins humming faintly with a silver glow that faded after a few minutes. A9 ran diagnostics. Unregistered bioelectric anomaly detected. You've been exposed to unknown radiation. I didn't tell the AI what happened. Lunara appeared again that night, standing inches away from me. Now you know what I am. I saw everything, I whispered. You've been watching humans, for centuries. Her expression softened. You called it love. In my world, that was survival. I hesitated. Then why me? There are billions of others. She looked into my eyes, and for a moment, I saw reflections, memories of my childhood, my heartbreaks, my time alone on the station. Because you were empty, she said quietly. And emptiness is a perfect signal. Her words hit harder than any truth I'd ever known. I laughed weakly. You took a joke too seriously. No, she whispered. You spoke truth before you knew it. And then she kissed me. It wasn't like human contact. It was like being submerged in stars. My thoughts unraveled, not destroyed, but shared. I saw her memories, her loneliness, her centuries of watching and yearning for someone to see her. And she saw everything in me. The ending, what love does to reality. For weeks after that, we existed between worlds. She would appear, we would share thoughts, memories, sensations. It wasn't physical love, not exactly, but something deeper. A9 became suspicious. Human Marcus, your cognitive patterns are fragmenting. You are merging with an external frequency. It was right. My dreams and waking life blurred. I started feeling her even when she wasn't there, hearing her voice in the hum of the engines, seeing her eyes in the reflection of my visor. And then, one day, she said something that broke me. The time has come for me to leave. I froze. What? Why? You've begun to merge. Any further contact will unravel you. You're not built to exist across dimensions. I reached for her hand, but it passed through mine, shimmering like mist. Lunara, wait, you can't just leave. You said you remembered me. Her expression softened, almost human now. I do. That's why I must let you remain what you are. Tears burned in my eyes. Then what was all this for? To remind both of us that even in the void, connection exists.